Hi everyone, this is Melon Bee or Melon Brews from Facebook or Melon Shop. I do have a few things that I finished, and again some things I kind of cheated on, you can say. But let me start with those first, the ones I kind of cheated on. And I say that because these pieces I actually finished, completed the crochet part of it, and I just had to put the finishing touches, like, you know, the face or the details and stuff. And I have 4 of these. They're like mini bears. And I remember I did use a pattern, but I've made these probably like a year or plus ago, so I don't really remember what pattern I used. And I'm just trying to finish up the works in progress. Again, I finished completing the actual crochet part and I put it together. These glasses are removable. Anyway, I'm just trying to finish those up. Again, hopefully for the convention that I will be in. Otherwise, again, I probably will just sell whatever I make at my shop. Anyway, this is one. And again, his glasses are removable. This is another one. It's a girl bear. This is another girl bear. I don't know if you can see that better. Alright. And the last one is an orange one. And this is kind of silly. I don't know what you guys will think. Maybe I will show it and you guys can tell me if you can guess what it's supposed to be. If you guys can tell me what that circle thing is supposed to be, then I think I did a pretty good job. But if you can't, then that's kind of sad. Maybe I'll change it up. So those are the 4 I completed. Again, completed because, you know, just the details. There's a couple well, 3 that I did complete. I don't know if you guys have seen my video about how to put together this bunny, but of course I finished that. I don't share the pattern. It's available in my shop, but I did a video on just how to put it together and how to finish the details out. Then I finished these cats. Also the same basic idea there. I also have I don't know if I have a pattern on my shop yet, but I should sometime. And the thing about this one is, and actually my last one, because I only made one before this one, is that again I'm trying to use up of course like all the odds and ends, and since these don't really take that much yarn, I'm trying to use up, you know, whatever scraps I have for these or while making these. And I have no tail for this one. I was thinking of making one, but again I ran out of yarn. I didn't have enough, and I probably would have just made an I-cord or something like that, and you know, use that. And I know I made one before this that's listed in my shop. I didn't make a tail for that one either. I also did finish this one. It's like a little fox, and if it looks fuzzy, it's because it is. I don't know if you can tell, but it's actually fuzzy. You're gonna be in the video. This yarn was the same type of yarn I used for that pig. I don't know if you guys remember from my last video. And the yarn itself, I don't know, well, I put it away, but the yarn itself is pretty fuzzy, except when you crochet with it. Well, at least for me, when I crochet with it, I like to show the side that doesn't really show the fuzziness. I should have made a swatch for you, but maybe I'll do it for the next one. Anyway, this one is made with a fuzzy yarn, but it didn't actually show the fuzziness. So what I did was I kind of brushed it to kind of bring some of the fibers out and to make it have the fuzzy look. It's kind of like a pinkish color. Again, the same yarn I used for the pig. And the way I brushed it, I know they have brushes for it, I think. I don't know what they're called, but I think they have some special kind of like tiny brushes you can use for your yarn. But while I was doing Nerd Wars, one of the challenges one time was to share tools you use for your crochet or knitting that are not meant to be for crochet or knitting. And one of, I didn't think of this, but one of the other members there brought up that they, instead of the little tiny brush, they used, what is it called? I don't know what this is called. I just forgot the word. Oh, Velcro, there you go. So they use the Velcro, like the rough side, and that really, I don't know if you guys can see that, that really works at pulling the fibers out. So you just kind of do that all over or wherever you want it to be fuzzy. Now this yarn, again, it's an, I think it's 100% acrylic, but it started off as being fuzzy. So for the white part here, I use regular Red Heart yarn. I didn't try it on that. I haven't tried this on any other kind of yarn, so I don't know if that will really turn out or not. I think the only issues I have with this is that like all the fuzzy stuff, you kind of have to shape it like with the scissors, because it really just goes, you know, makes whatever shape it wants. And once you do shape it, you cut some off, you know, etc., you end up with little fuzzies all over the place, and it gets stuck to everything, like your clothing, etc. You know, I'm sure you know what I mean. But anyway, I love this little fox. At least I think it's a fox. Maybe it's a dog. I have no idea. It's pink. And the only thing I wish I would have done different was to fill the body with like a heavier thing, because I just stuffed it normally with, you know, regular fiber fill, and of course it's gonna tip over. It doesn't stand by itself. So if anything, that would be the only thing I would do different. Just fill this up with something that will make it stand on its own, since, you know, its head and tail are kind of big. But I did finish one more thing, and I actually made this while I was thinking about making the video, the tutorial on how to put the bunny together. But I didn't really deal with this one because it was kind of huge. I made a huge bear, and just in comparison, the bear pattern is really similar to the bunny one. I just made it in a huge form, which you can do with anything really. If you use either a thicker yarn or maybe double or triple up on your whatever normal yarn you have, and using a bigger hook, you can make anything super size, or if it's already big, you can do the same to make it smaller, you know, smaller hook, thinner yarn, that kind of thing. But anyway, this is my huge bear. Like the bunny, the eyes are not the same, but they're about the same color and size, and you know, all that. Anyway, I think it's the last one I made, the last thing I finished. I was also working on, it's not crochet or knit related, but I was working on a what is this called, a cross stitch piece, and it's just going to be Zelda hearts. And I know it's under crooked, but I probably will end up fixing it once I'm done. Again, it's just supposed to be 3 Zelda hearts. Of course, I'm not done with it yet. And I put this flat piece here, which you can easily take out, just to kind of, you know, remind me that that's, you know, that's a straight line.